So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Kubo gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, if his new team can start attacking at pace, Peter, I think we're going to see this fella come into his own. He's got the speed to...
Zielinski! That was superb goalkeeping.
Zielinski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sainz. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's had it nicked away. Fofana did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Kubo. Well-timed, excellent interception. Thiago Silva. So we're still where we started right now. Fofana. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Shot could be on. He's shifting through the gears here. Kubo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is... It's Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! A finish of true class! Manchester United take the lead. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Kubo. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, lovely.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And the shot! And it's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Fofana, can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Goal! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
The goal scorer for Porto after 42 minutes is number 86.
Porto cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Conte.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ferran Torres! Ferran Torres! And that's a tidy finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Manchester United largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Back on the way then. And it's Neymar. Conte. Out towards the flank. Bruno Fernandes. Great shot! It's hit the upright. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Moura. Sainz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Neymar, knocks it out wide, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Kubo. Picked out Judge, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Zielinski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Moura. And it's Moura. And Sainz. And it's Moura. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Stood up well to him there. Goes long and straight. Sainz with a beautifully timed run.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
In towards the back stick. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Porto really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Zielinski. Conte. Number 6, Kubo. Number 20, Ferran Torres.
Just eases him off the ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Coming on the field,
Fofana.
number 16,
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodri.
Ball's
Number
played through.
14,
That's
Modric.
positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done.
Number 21, Rafael Leão.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's taking no chances there. Rodri. And they can counter here. And the
Added
through
minute
ball.
has been indicated.
This looks promising. That's been cut out. Well played. Alberto Costa. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that is that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And he shoots! Goal! PSV! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
PSV breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Perisic. It's a promising position. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Casemiro. He's found a way through. Now, chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Casemiro. Van de Ven. Now Costa Curta. Pulisic. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Pulisic, Bruno Fernandes, Salamakers! And yes, it's there! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Manchester United really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Flings in, there's the header! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
PSV are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game. He's had a shot! That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, super ball! And it's in! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Van de Ven. Gabriel. Zielinski. Now Costa Curta. Zielinski. Till. And it's Perisic. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gabriel, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Spread it left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Selmakers. Oh, that's nice. Shapes to shoot! Brilliant! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is fabulous, a true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And now he has two. Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Till. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for PSV, number 31.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Substitution.
They've played it short. Oh, it's a foul there, right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. He's got away. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Coming on the field, number 14, player, number 22. Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So now the difference is 3. Now it's Perisic. Neymar. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Space for him to turn and look. Gets his head on it! Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Player. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Perisic. Perisic delivers. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Great ball, and he's in here. Played with finesse. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Salmakas voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is now in operation for your safety.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cross goes in there. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's
Modric! McGinn. Lindelof. And it's Barkley. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good take in a good area. Watkins! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Watkins deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nuno Mendes. No goals as yet. That is ended up in no man's land.
Pretty robust defending.
Modric. Now it's Zielinski. Spread it left. And here's Rafael Leao.
Aston genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key.
Chance! And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Watkins is onto this. Now it's McGinn. Oh, important interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's nice. Tielemans did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nuno Mendes. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it. He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Number 6, Kubo.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Kubo.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Modric is there to clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And so the action is resumed. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rodgers. And it's Barkley. Played out wide. It's a throw-in. Zielinski. Nuno Mendes. And no, that was never going to make it. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Watkins. Spread to the right. Still just a single goal between the sides. Ball is over the line. Barkley. Kante wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kubo! Kubo! Tielemans. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Great chance! Marvellous from Zielinski! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 21.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Selmakers. Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. Madsen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution. Substitution for Manchester United, Alexander-Arnold. Number 22, Zielinski. Coming on the
Lindelof.
field.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Rodri.
Lindelof really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking...
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A case now of complete control. Just 5 minutes left. Now the ball in. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rodgers. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now is this the final assault? Oh, easy pickings there. And that's that. Manchester United are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And a quick reminder today.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Manchester United's definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So, a breakthrough already. That'll be a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's all alone. Tries to pass it through. Gonzalo Ramos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. Fabian Ruiz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Not a hint of offside here.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Costa Curta. And here's Pulisic. Zielinski. Passes coming off in quick succession here. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Zielinski. Ball played for Conte. Played out wide. And he's quick to return it. And he's there to belt it away. Gonzalo Ramos, given the lift of his goal.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Marquinhos. And it's Mayulu. Costa Curta does really well there, he is strong. Mayulu. Marquinhos did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United can really do with some...
And the shot! And no mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Kubo! And yes, it's there! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United, after 56 minutes, is number 6, Kubo.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kubo. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Manchester United are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And yes, it's him again. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Marquinhos. That has been slung wide. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 29, Barcola. Coming on the field is number 7, Kvaratskhelia. Substitution.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. He has found the way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Nistelrooy. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely spread. Lee Kang-in, and he's managed to get free. And here's Ramos. He's got away. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 19, Lee Kang-in. Number 9, Gonzalo Ramos. Coming on the field,
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
number 10, Dembele.
Well, there's the clearance. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Deftly away. Neatly clipped into space. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition...
Mathias Cunha! And there's a goal! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Dembele, he's in a great position here, and that could set him on his way. Marquinhos, Conte, this is a promising build-up. And here's Rafa, and there's the shot! And time is up. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Marseille.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially Neymar! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And it's Timber. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The less said about that pass, the better. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to pick out Benjamin Pavard, Peter.
And he shoots! Goal! Marseille! The first significant strike. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Is number 27.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Van Nistelrooy! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's a promising position. Shot at goal! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Kubo. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great vision. Paixão receives it in a wide position. He's Paixão. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. It's level again. What a match we have.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Marseille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Marseille dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Quinton Timber. He'll try from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Timber is offering a wry smile there.
Emerson goes short. That is a brilliant interception. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 3 minutes.
And it's been played through. Now it's Guiri. Looking for options for movement. Paixão finds himself offside. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Conte. Kubo. And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Back on the way then. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Guiri. Guiri stood his ground strongly. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Paixão. Conte. Costa Curta. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Aimed beyond the defence. Swings in across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to play it through. Greenwood.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Nistelrooy needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they've finally cottoned on to the fact that this centre-forward is talented, highly talented.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Zielinski. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good ball! And it's been hooked away.
Marseille clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's made its way to him. This is a promising build-up. And it's Neymar. That's very neat. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he has been fouled there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Zielinski. Conte. Number 8,
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch...
Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Aubameyang. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And a chance! Again, a brilliant save. Emerson with the short one. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Manchester United have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just...